Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe up with us, and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here, and it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Vargani. Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love, 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 love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic rock. Shots out. Here we go. drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Great Kuumba family. I'm not late. It's just Toast and Talk. We're going to toast and talk, and we're going to do our thing. Then I'm going to get out of here, and my day was already started. But, you know, like I said, I laid in the bed, didn't want to get up this morning. It felt so good up under the covers, yes. Man, but hey, I am here. I am with you. We are going to do our toast, and we're going to get into toasting and talking. If anybody out there want to talk, I know how he is. Now, Gye-Nyame Journey side is back up, but it appears that it has totally crashed. So, we got to start over. We went from 100 people to none. All of the information is gone. Well, now, the videos we still have.
and we gotta do some transferring, and I gotta do a video conference call to get all that stuff. But it's still up. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And like I said, I gotta start from scratch. Man, oh man. So I will be posting up on Gye-Nyame Journey, as well as on the site, letting people know what happened, what's going on. And you know what? I don't even know if all that data was backed up. So some people might have lost accounts that don't even know they lost their accounts. But if they ain't lost their accounts, they wasn't using the site. So we're going to have to start from scratch. So I guess I'm going to have to totally rebuild, and that's cool. But that's how the cookie crumbles. All right, family. So we're going to do our toast today. First off, I want to say great Kuumba. I want to give all of the Kuumba babies a round of applause. Word. Shouts out to the Kuumba babies out there. We are going to open up the line so that we can have some toasting and talking. Of course, y'all know I went down that TikTok rabbit hole, and I'm running into some of the downsides of TikTok, but also keep on running to young people that are dropping quick minutes worth of information, and we're going to cover some of that. Of course, we got some news that we're going to be able to discuss, and some other things that you might you want to discuss. If you have announcements or you have things that you want to share on the show, by all means, you can feel free to call in. I'll post the number up once we get to the section of the show where we're going to do the toast and the talk. But right now, of course, you know what we got to do. We're going to pour for those ancestors. You know why? Because they are worthy, right? They are worthy. You know what I'm saying? And family, if you have, and let me be very clear, family, you don't have to toast. Let me say this. The ancestors we're toasting are the ancestors that were worthy of being toast, right? So if you have people that was abusing you and stuff like that, and you choose not to go on and put them on the toast, you could do that. You could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, they say health for African is being forgotten. So what we should strive for is to never be forgotten. We want to leave people with memories of us that they will be able to cherish. So, so we got to be very careful in how we live our lives. That's a bottom line fact. We got to be very careful in how we live our lives. So I'm trying to live my life in a way so that when I'm gone, people will be mentioning my name for generations, right? At least in my family, right? So let's go. First, we are going to lift up. Well, let's do a transition. We're going to transition. Let's transition. We're lifting up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where are we going? Where we're going is a very simple journey. Let me go and make sure. We're going from there is a very simple journey. We are moving. We're moving to our ancestors. I'm gonna go down the list that I have memorized so far. Anybody out there that's new that want to add their ancestors to the list, by all means, please do. Just be mindful that we have other people that will be trying to post as well. Post their ancestors as well. So we want to make space for as many of the ancestors that we could get, at least in this show. If we need to go on and create another show or just have a show or every day where we posting up ancestors, we could do that as well. You know what I'm saying? What the crowd, what the family wants is what the family gets. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. I see you out there. And speaking of that, let me send something to Mama Margarita so she can get on here with us. Where's she at? What? She's supposed to be. There she goes. All right, so here we go. You ready? Get my mind Ann Wright, Miles Brown, Ms. Ann Robert, and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Panagasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvar Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, L. No More X, Sapet Mott, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne William, Kojo Kamal, the farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley, and the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Prince Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Darren Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty said, well, Libby the Farmer, Ago Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Terrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Devin Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernie Squills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mayor Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Edna Almatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second being the Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Monares, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Wow. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Pretty Signs, Anders Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannabay, Wilson Haley, Alma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratley, Kevin Spratley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ada Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Michael Carter, William Billingsley, William Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Michael Carter. We almost had it, family. I was on the roll. Let's go to Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Chrissy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles. Keep the list. Rosemary Charles, where we at? Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Ture, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Holly Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Dan Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Eddie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, and Senior, Mally Miller, Hosey Hatch, Dak Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ax Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Artie Casey, Thomas Cooper, Pippin Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Coordinator Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, Will Dallas Lewis, May Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Avis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Greenback, Vaughn, John Dewey, Root Beer, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas News Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shirley Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Anthony Brown. We got Jonathan Ford. We got Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Shelton, Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Craig Sample, Candace Simmons, Sarah Clayton, Linda Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henriette 62nd, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walter, Natalie T. Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Jow, Sonny, Pete Walter, William Walter, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey, got Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Burgess, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jill White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods. We got Taylor Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Paulson, James Lizzie Winston, Nathan Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor, Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Sith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Riesler, Nina Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Baron Reeves Fisher, Jerry and Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Eric Branson, Eric Brinston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Bert L. Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Woolfork, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally William, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Kylie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Miss Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, and Tracy Emery. Family, we have done it again. We have done it again. Let's give ourselves a round of applause because, family, we have toasted up. As we have done on a daily basis for the last 5 years. Man, we lifting up our glass. If nothing else, we can lift up our glass for our ancestors, but also for our consistency. Those of you that's been hanging in there, off and on, or however you've been doing it, you get the credit as well. We lift up our glass. From there, we move to the present moment. Family, right now, we are on Kuumba. It is Kuumba Day, and I want to give the Kuumba babies a round of applause once again. Oh, man. Talking about? Why do we talk about the days in the way that we talk about the days, family? Because we have taken back our time, and if you want to understand what we're talking about, what we're doing, check us out on our free e-course. Go to freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com, so that you can learn about what we're talking about and also help us build. So for those that don't know, today is Kuumba. It being Kuumba, family, I want you to open up your reticular formations. I want you to seek out Kuumba because it's all around you, right? Creativity for those that don't speak the language. Order is the meiotic law of the day. Orange is the color. We have cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and effect is the hermetic law. We got the male name Kwame. We got the female name Ama. Oh, man. So we lift up our glass to this present moment and the power that we have in this moment. We say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we say, Ashe. From there, we toast all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, family, where do we go? From all of our relations, family, we want to make sure we lift up our glass to all those that might be in need of this moment, might be in need of this power, have some healing that they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Allow them to come to your mind. Lift up your glass. If you want to say their name out, they might need it. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move to that selfish toast. This is for you. Those of you out there doing that work, we lift up our glass to you, right? What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? Lift it up, and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? From that selfish toast, we move to that tribal toast. We lift up our tribes. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. Lift up your tribe. We say Ashe. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, most outstanding, and the wisest individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. All right, let's get to the conversation. We are opening up the black line. Yes, we are. We're opening up the black line. Yes, we are. Black line is open. Call on in. Let's have this conversation. Call on in. We can have these conversations. What's on your mind, family? It's called Toast and Talk. So we're going to lift up the talk and make sure the line is open for me on my end. Okay, look open on my end. All right, hopefully y'all can see that too. All right, so, of course, we got the Toast Talk. You know, I got to post it up since they don't, I guess they call it Facebook jail. They done jailed the whole shit. They done jailed the whole Gye-Nyame tribe on Facebook. Man, imagine having that type of power. Oh, we got that type of power. My fault. We do. Site crashed, though. Shit. So, I will be posting up when you go in and start making your accounts again. All right. Things happen. All right. So, let's go see what we got popping off in the news. I go, okay. The haiku for Kuumba. Death becomes your friend once you shed the fear of her, knowing she is coming. Haiku by Hatim. All right, so we got some, of course, we got some TikToks and we got some news, because like I said, I done fell in love with this whole TikTok thing, especially with these young people out here doing what they're doing, right? So we got Jordan on TikTok. And here she go. Listen up for her. You got comments, feel free to call in, but listen to what she got to say. Very intelligent. Like I said, I was like, people like TikTok for kids. Okay.
So a lot of white people are like, oh my God, like black people make everything a race issue. So-and-so makes everything a race issue. And I just want it to be known that if you look hard enough, you can find racism attached to almost everything in society.
Word.
Not just American society, but like predominantly Western societies. Racism is somehow, some way attached to it. Ergo, y'all need to be taking that up with your ancestors and not with me. Because just because I point things out in the system does not mean that I built the...
Baby said, ergo. Y'all listen to this, baby. Go and tell them, girl. Ergo.
System. You're mad at me for seeing. You need to be mad at your ancestors for building. And you need to be mad at yourself for not deconstructing. So stop coming in black folks' mentions talking about how y'all make everything about race when white people constructed race and perpetuates racism. Y'all need to be mad at your ancestors. Y'all spend too much time being mad at me. Be blessed. So a lot of white people are like...
Y'all heard it from the mouth of the baby. Stop being mad at me. Be mad at your ancestors. Wow. Go ahead, girl. That's Jordan on TikTok. All right. A new digital currency could save the economy. Let's go and check this out. This is Steve Forbes himself. This is a YouTube video. Call him fair use. Go on, let's see what he got to say.
Here's how cryptocurrencies can rescue the world.
That may be the whitest white man I have ever seen in my life. But I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to help navigate this turbulent world. You would never know it from all the happy talk coming out of the Federal Reserve and other central banks, but inflation is a looming threat. Governments, including the U.S., are spending money on a scale not seen since World War II, and most of it.
They're talking about all of the money that's being printed to make sure that all of us get our checks. So please understand, part of the downside of all of us receiving these checks is that inflation is looming. All right. Last time, y'all remember when we first started getting these things, that's when I started going out and getting some of these computers and stuff, because I knew that the prices for everything was going to be going up.
Of it is being financed by printing massive amounts of money, the prime formula for firing up inflation big time and boosting interest rates. What can be done? Amazingly, the solution may come out of Latin America, which has chronically been a hotbed of debilitating inflation. A new kind of cryptocurrency may emerge that will eventually be used around the world.
Now, central banks are trying to get hold of cryptocurrencies now. And so, family, please understand that cryptocurrencies is going to be coming from governments. Is going to be a little bit different than what's on the market now. The advantage to the cryptocurrencies on the market now is that you could do transactions without governmental oversight. You know what I'm saying? There's some dangers to that, but there's also some benefits to that. You know what I'm saying? You can have money and not have the government necessarily even know that you got money at this point in time with what's going on. So this is basically an underground economy that's really surfacing because a lot of people are taking advantage of it and making it news. But go ahead.
Take Argentina, the third largest economy there, and which has destroyed its currency countless times. The country today is in the grips of another terrible inflation, with prices rising at a rate of 50% a year. For a long time, astute observers in Argentina and elsewhere have advocated that Argentina ditch its habitually abused peso and make the U.S. dollar its official currency. Several smaller Latin American nations, Ecuador, Panama, and El Salvador, have dollarized their economies. The politicians hate it, but the voters...
The politicians hate it because once you turn over your currencies and connect, in a sense, directly connected to another country's currency, that country, in a sense, takes over your economic system. So when they make economic changes, your country has to make economic changes, and you lose total control of it. So it's no longer a national economy. It plugs into, in a sense, an international economy or to an outside force. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you might as well be a state within a union if you're going to allow the American dollar to be what you spend in order to feed your people. You want your people looking at you and your people as currency when they are exchanging, not looking at other people and worshiping other people and using other people to go to these temples called stores and worship. You want to make sure that what's being spent is from you and by you. So, okay, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Love it. Argentinian politicians would never dollarize for nationalistic reasons.
I feel them, but go ahead.
But the fact is that the dollar is the unofficial currency for transactions in Argentina, as it is now in inflation-battered Venezuela. Now here we get the opportunity for one of history's biggest monetary revolutions, creating a cryptocurrency tied, in this case, to the dollar that can be easily used for everyday transactions and longer-term contracts, like mortgages, car payments, or bonds. Unfortunately, most crypto creators think success is a currency that can rapidly rise in price a la Bitcoin and others this past year. These cryptos are mostly speculative toys, or a way to transfer money quickly while avoiding the prying eyes of government. But the crisis may well get crypto entrepreneurs in Argentina and elsewhere.
Now, I want y'all to be aware, the reason I'm playing this because he used a term there, crypto entrepreneurs. Think about it. Could that be you? Crypto entrepreneur? Because it ain't just cryptocurrencies that's blowing up right now. Y'all need to be paying attention to Gye-Nyame Journey's timeline. I'm trying to get y'all ready for the future world. It's coming. It's coming. Gonna be digitized. I'm talking to people right now about moving Gye-Nyame to the next level. But go ahead.
To manufacture a digital currency to truly replace government-made money. And if the U.S. dollar itself seriously falters and inflation takes off, which could well happen, the same entrepreneurial spirit may finally give people a usable alternative to the dollar, which would be anchored to, say, gold or the Swiss franc. Washington will fiercely fight back, including creating its own digital dollar. But given what passes for economic wisdom these days, this high-tech version of the dollar by Uncle Sam will be no better than the paper kind.
The news.
It looks like cryptocurrencies may indeed be kryptonite for government currencies. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.
All right, that was Steve Forbes, and you can get more of that on the Forbes channel. They had their own channel on YouTube. I thought it was interesting because we're talking about crypto a little bit more on the show. Not telling people to go out and spend your stimulus check on crypto, but we want to make sure that people are informed. All right, so we got Africans News Space. To get young Africans into space exploration, we must start getting... Let's go and look at it. We're going to look at that. We got time. Come on. Huh? Come on. You can read this article for the people. I have to go upstairs and handle some business real quick. Young Cleve is going to take over. Here it is. Read that article. Talk about that article if you can.
Okay.
Put your titties up.
I'm not fat.
Yes, sir.
To get Africans into space exploration, we must start getting an interesting curriculum. Our Leading Women in African Space Industry series continues with Chidinma Joy Aroka. Chidinma Joy Aroka, I'm just going to call her Chid, Chief Engineer of the Engineer and Space System Division, ESS, the National Space Research and Development Agency. NASRDA, she was one of the 2 people in the radio frequency RF team of the Nigerian engineers and scientists that were trained in Shuri Satellite Technology Ltd. United Kingdom, during which she participated in the designing, building, and testing of Nigerian satellites, NIGSAT-2 and NIGSAT-X, launched in 2011 with uplink and downlink frequencies at S-band 2.0, 4.2 gigahertz, and X-band 8.0, 8.5 gigahertz, respectively. She is currently working on her PhD in the Electronic and Electrical Engineering Department of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, Ogbomosho, Oyo State, Nigeria. She is the space leader, the African Space Leadership Congress, ASLC Women, and the technical advisor of the Space STEM Educational Initiative for Africa, SSEIA, the co-founder and Secretary General of Women Aerospace Nigeria. In 2017, United Nations Women, in collaboration of the United Nations Officer for Outer Space Affairs, UNOOSA, invited her to New York for an expert meeting in which she gave a talk on space science and technology, a veritable tool for demolishing gender ceiling in Nigeria. She is one of the 4 United Nations Space for Women mentors from Africa. In this interview, we discuss her experience in the industry. Can you give us insight into your journey in the space sector? My journey into the space industry was divine. Since I was a kid, I had this fascination for gadgets, games, and technology. I was drawing very well, and I knew I was talented with these skills in the craft. With that passion, I began to ask my elder ones how to profit from the universe, from these great talents. I wrote entrance exams with which I gained admission into the university to study architecture, but because the family financial constraint, my father appealed to me to attend a polytechnic to study electrical, electronics, and engineering as to work for the OND and get money to complete my HND.
Boo! Boo!
I did as advised, and immediately after graduation, I furthered my postgraduate in engineering. Luckily, after my youth service.
What does it mean? Boo! What does it mean? What they talking about? Come on now, get out of my. Move yourself, sir. Where you stop?
What do you need help with? Right there.
All right, so getting young people, young Africans, young black folks involved with space. So the whole article is about if we want to get our young people into space exploration, we got to make it more. We got to develop a more interesting curriculum. And, you know, Cleve got to read some because he stepped in for me. We want to give Cleve a round of applause for stepping in for the old dude while I had to go upstairs and handle something. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, they're talking to somebody that's in the field. But the bottom line is that anything that we want to get our young people involved in, we have to give them a lure to mastery. We got to give them a lure to mastery, okay? So, you know, we want to continue with that article. Y'all can read that yourself. It's up on GyeMeJourney.media. I want to thank Cleve for stepping in for me. All right, so let's move to the next article. It may be time to start worrying about this state tax. So this is from the New York Times. Of course, Gye-Nyame Journey, I think we got us come on now. Don't be playing with me. I know I got an account. Because I'm sure taking it off my taxes. You know. Y'all can't, come on now. Y'all gonna walk me through all this. I gotta walk through all this. For real. I guess I don't have an account. I gotta account some. What in the hell just happened here? No. All right. Going out of here. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go back in. State tax. All right, Mama Margarita just called. If you can hear me, what's going on? But anyway, the estate tax. It may be time to start worrying about the estate tax. Most people have been able to pass assets like family without federal, but that could be changing. So, you know, back in the day, you didn't have to worry about it unless you had over like 23 million or something like that. You see it right here. But this is something that's going to be coming. But this is a tax loophole that many people with wealth has been able to dodge and remove. Y'all hear we got some work going on in the house, but but it's like 23 million, right? But now it's gonna start going down a little bit. So that, how can I put it? There is a major tax loophole where people are escaping paying taxes with this estate piece. Once somebody pass on and pass you some stuff, there's some incredible tax loopholes that you might want to look at and be like, you know, because this type of stuff we're going to start to have discussions about, especially those of us that are getting older, right? One of the reasons we need to have this discussion is not necessarily because we're going to be moving into some of these tax brackets, which some of us will be, but the amount of money that is jumping through the government and being, in a sense, taken out the hands of government, because if we want to bring stuff to a balance and we want stuff to work properly around us, we got to make sure that the government is funded. As crazy as that sound coming from Brother Hatim, and especially since I'm talking about getting these reparations, want to make sure that the government got as much income without gouging everybody as possible. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, go and read it, and we can have talks about it later. But I thought I would post that up for y'all. No, it's not Sasha. We getting a sink put in, and we had to do some sawing. Prosecutors seek slowdown in capital attack cases, calling probe the most complex probe in history. So we want a 60-day time to, you know, they're trying to stall this out so that we can forget. You know, people going to be celebrating with their little bit of money that they're getting, and they're going to allow this to slide, and we can't allow them to allow this to slide. This is unacceptable in any means, in any shape or form. Let's go into our TikTok family. What do you think about what she says about education. Let's go and think about it. What this young lady says about education. So here we go. This is Taylor Scriber on TikTok. Check her out.
I'll tell you what, friend, it's not good. So the thing about the U.S. education system is that it's basically 50 educational systems working at once. It's not one unified system unless we're talking about state standardized testing. The thing about standardized testing is that it's not really about kids learning. It's about making sure that those schools can procure funding. Schools are not mandated to participate in state standardized testing, but if they don't, they run the risk of losing money and not being able to keep the school open. Also, public school funding is based off of property tax, meaning that the area that you live in helps to dictate how much money your school district is going to get. For example, I grew up at a school that was quite literally across the street from a gated community, and you can imagine how much money that meant that we would get for our school. This is all to say that learning in the United States is about being able to gain access to resources and funding, and if you can't, then that means that you're already starting at a disadvantage. And education in the United States is not holistic, so they're not really teaching kids history, they're teaching kids how to test so that they can continue to procure funding. I'll tell you what, friend, it's not good.
So she responding to a text. It's too small. You can't necessarily see it, but the text is right there because sometimes people text stuff or send stuff to them. So they respond to it, but very good. We want to give her a round of applause. I mean, great insight there. You got some educators in the house. Y'all going to comment on that. Let's see, Black Food Fridays. Let's see what he's teaching. It's Black Food Fridays on TikTok. Actually, it would be for us Black Food Nia, but this is his show, so I'm not going to interfere. But go on, let's get this fact that he got. It was a pretty good one this time. Go ahead, sir. Let's see what you got.
Black Food Fact. Y'all ever heard of Frederick McKinley Jones? Mr. Jones was born in 1893 in Cincinnati, Ohio, and is a member of the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Dubbed the King of Cool by Heavy Duty Truck Magazine in 2009, Jones invented a portable air controlling unit for trucks that were carrying perishable goods back in 1938, an innovation he would receive a patent for on July 12, 1940. He partnered with his former boss, Joseph A. Numero, to create the U.S. Thermal Control Company, which is now known as the Thermo King Corporation. By 1949, this company had made over $3 million, which is the equivalent to a little over $32 million in today's economy. So just know that anytime you buy ice cream from a grocery store or soda from a gas station, you have Fred Jones to thank.
Thank you, Fred Jones. I like my stuff. Shouts out to the young man out here doing this thing. His name, once again, the name of his TikTok is Black Food Fridays. Black Food Fridays on TikTok. Black Food Facts. You're going to check it out. Let's see. I can't remember what she did. Let's go and look at it. Oh, this a Morehouse student. Learn from the youth. Listen up, fam. Here we go. Young people dropping knowledge. Come on now. Get ready. Here you go.
What's up, y'all? I'm a Morehouse student, and I'm going to give you the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. Because TikTok deep.
Yeah, we need that. Come on, break it down, young fella. What's going on?
We needs it. But anywho, I just want to say all these things are easily researchable on Google. I am not your personal search engine. Don't ask me for links. Do your own research. Thank you. First is race. This is a social construct based upon your physical features. No matter what your dad is, your mama, or your cousins. If you look black, you are black. If you look white, you are white. And black is the only race that comes in a spectrum of melanin and textures. Ethnicity. This is where your cultural heritage or bloodline draws back to, like Hispanic, Chinese, Irish. Last thing is nationality. This is just your citizenship in a particular place that you live in. Now it's time for the misconceptions. Mixed is not a race. Another misconception. Just because somebody is light-skinned or lighter-skinned does not mean they are mixed. Two dark-skinned parents can create a light child. Africa actually has a lot of light-skinned people. But at the end of the day, we're all black, so we should stop sub-racing our own race. What's up, y'all? I'm a Morehouse student, and I'm going to give you the
got a Morehouse student dropping it. And what's his name? What's your name, brother? DJ Flacco. Dropping some knowledge. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate that. Give him a round of applause. You know, people up here using the social media for what it's designed for. Lines are open, 614-556-4535. You have something you want to talk about. We got Jack Cuzzer up on here. Let's go see what he's talking about. Oh, yeah. This is a good one.
Okay, so I'm trying to tell black women that white people are the problem, but they are becoming the top problem because they only point the finger at us and not the white people who give them power. White people are using black women to destroy black men, because if you destroy black men, you destroy the whole entire community, because they are definitely afraid of black men. And how do you destroy someone? By killing them in their own house. But let's get back to what she's talking about. She says, so why can't you run to your father? Stop demonizing black women. I got you. I act like the son of all black men. I can't run to my father because my mother chose government assistance over having a male in the household. I can't run to my father because he was falsely convicted of a felony, and when he got out, my mother put him on child support. He couldn't pay the child support because he had a felony on his record, so he went back to jail. I can't run to my father because the police officer told him to reach for his license, and when he did, he shot him like 10 times. Why would I want to run to my father when my mother always talks shit about him? And when she looks at me, she says, you act just like him, but says it in disgust. So I wouldn't even want to meet that father. Okay, so I'm trying to tell black women.
All right, what y'all think about that? That's the subject of discussion. Call in if you agree with him or disagree with him. He got some points, he got some, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm glad young people are thinking. Man, he ain't the only young person on TikTok. Shouts out to Jakuza. All right, let's go see who's next. All right, now, this is one of my favorite TikTokers. This little dude name is JJ. He got several different accounts because he's been being blocked. So I wanted to make sure that y'all get to hear him. So if you get on TikTok, he also has other stuff. So listen up, because he's going to drop his Instagram. He going to drop his YouTube. This young brother he be cutting off people that be coming on challenge him at the knees. This is one of the young and upcoming thinkers. Here we go.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I can't even be bothered anymore. Y'all remember that one video that I made on my main account where I was responding to the dude screaming into the microphone? That video's still up. Yep. My response was immediately deemed harassment and bullying, and this has been TikTok's response. I received 4 bans in the space of a day. Keep in mind I had never received any temporary bans on my account at all before I outed a racist white verified creator with factual evidence. So I apologize, TikTok, that I'm not nice enough to sit by and let a verified creator be racist and just hide it under the rug. I'm sorry that I'm not nice enough to not respond to somebody screaming and saying bullshit towards me and my content. But if you're just going to slap me with bans and say I'm violating guidelines for saying things that are not violations and that are just on my mind, then stop saying you care about black people and black opinions, because you fucking don't. Please be sure to follow my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Twitter, because at the rate I'm receiving bans, they're going to delete my main account. Also, be sure to follow this account. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I can't even be bothered anymore. Yeah.
If you caught that, gonna help the dude. You're gonna rewind it and get to his stuff. JJ on TikTok. He's also Jay Williams on YouTube. Salute to the ancestors. Black Brilliance, OTBS on TikTok. I gotta start. I'm gonna be finding more of this stuff. So family, stick in there. Y'all call in and have
this
conversation.
Black brilliant brother's name is Benjamin Bordley. Now, there was an article written about him in 1859 that misspelled his name and said his last name was Bradley, but it's actually Bordley. Benjamin Bordley. Well, this Black brilliant brother was born in Maryland in March of 1836. It's theorized that his slave owner's children taught him how to read and write because it was against the law at the time and he was a slave. Now get this, at 16, he built a steam engine out of a gun barrel, pewter, round steel, and various materials around him. His master was so impressed he got him a job at the Naval Academy at Annapolis. He went on to build a larger version of his engine, but because he was a slave, he could not patent it. So he sold it, and he ended up buying his freedom on September 30th, 1859 for $1,000. What he developed and built was the first steam-powered warship. Just think of the generational wealth he would have built had he been allowed to file a patent. Wow. Benjamin Bordley, we see you, brother, and we thank you for your contributions.
Think about that. Think about the generational wealth that this brother would have been able to build. This is from somebody called Blacklist. Here you go, Black Brilliance, OTBS, Blacklist. All right, cool. All right, I'm digging it. All right, here we go. Here's another dope one, another young man dropping it. He got a lot of them too. His name is The Consciously.
This some sad shit right here, man. Republican lawmakers in Oklahoma passed bill that would grant immunity to drivers who hit protesters. That's right, Oklahomans. While we was in our bed sleep last night, Republican lawmakers in the state's house passed a bill that would protect drivers who knock down protesters. Now, I thought being a Republican meaning you're a conservative, right? I thought being a conservative meaning you're trying to conserve the Constitution. Don't the Constitution say something about protest and right to do shit? And here's for context, man. Per House Bill 1674, drivers in the state who hurt or kill protesters without malice while fleeing from a riot are immune from both civil and criminal prosecution. Now it makes sense why the state of Oklahoma got so much beef with the anti-fascists, because y'all into that fascist shit. How in the hell did y'all be able to pass these bills that adds to legislation that's trying to clamp down on protests? And one of the greatest beauties of America is supposed to be democracy and the ability to protest and be resistance to those people in power. How when y'all pass laws to outlaw us being able to hold y'all? This some sad shit right here, man. Republican.
Young man, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. The conscious leader. There you go right there. There you go. Education is elevation. He got his Patreon and all that. Man, young people out here doing the damn thing. I hope they ain't being ignored. You know what I'm saying? Well, they ain't being ignored on Gye-Nyame Journey. All right, here go one. Young dude is cold with his meter. This is JJ on TikTok. This is why they take him off. And this is why y'all need to go and support. This is young man JJ that we was just talking about. I want y'all to see what this boy do to this man. This is a grown man. He about to tear him asunder. Listen up.
BLM finally released their financials for last year. This organization took in over $90 million in donations last year, and a whopping $21.7 million were dispersed out through local BLM chapters. But the kicker, not a single fucking dollar went to helping anybody.
I wish this was on my main page. I wish it was on my... You don't understand how fucking lucky you are this isn't on my main page. I'm about to eat through your shit. So not only did you choose the New York Post when there are other more credible sources, your own source does not come to the conclusion you did. And if you would have, clicked the impact statement thing and read, it would have taken you to the main source of the article. Scroll to page 22, it shows you the list of all the foundations that 21 million went to. And what's this? The fucking money went towards helping black people? Oh! Then where'd the fuck you get this conclusion from? I mean, you guys say that the left uses the word racist too often. But what the fuck else are we meant to call it when you deliberately lie to smear the biggest black social justice movement in the country? So at Sierra Mist, wanna explain this fucking comment? And everyone else in the fucking comments, provide me an explanation as to how using Google was that hard.
BLM finally released their financial.
That's why they take this. This is why they silenced that little boy. I mean, he older. I think he in high school. You know what I'm saying? That's why he in the bathroom with the door closed, cussing up. But he gets on this thing and he tears them up. So, like I said, if you get an opportunity and you on TikTok, you're going to follow him on his pages, check him out on YouTube. I'm about to go on and subscribe to him on YouTube myself because that little boy is fire. You know what I'm saying? We got to support them when we find them. We got some of them right in our community that we might just be ignoring. But, hey, like I said, we'll bring them to you on Gye-Nyame Journey. Don't worry about it. You won't miss them on Gye-Nyame Journey. Young folks thinking, asking questions, using social media to get their message out. Let's see this one. Another young man. This one is, we got to go because I can't read that name. It's all right, he got an onk and something else. He got a hieroglyphic name. I don't know. Ghetto pastor.
Can we please get this man arrested? Along with this man right here. In 2020, he predicted it was going to end this year. And his wife just said the whole world could be vaccinated by next year. Her using the word herd really caught my eye too. I swear, people love to call everything a conspiracy until it's not. We need to start asking more questions, bro. Why is the creator of Microsoft trying to push vaccines on us? Why are we trusting a man with our vaccinations when he is trying to dim the sun? The thing giving life to every organism on this earth. Why are we trusting people who injected us with syphilis to create a vaccine? Why can I find 13 plus pictures of black people on this website in under 5 minutes? Why is it that Bill Gates said out of his own mouth that the vaccine will alter your DNA? But they were able to convince the masses that it was just a big conspiracy.
One final way that's new and is promising is called the RNA vaccine. With RNA and DNA, instead of putting that shape in, you put instructions in the code to make that shape.
Can't be serious. Can we please get this man arrested?
Young man expressing his opinion. Listen, I feel so much better now that I found some of these young people doing this stuff in like under a minute. You know what I'm saying? Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, they had the right to express their opinions and they had the right to do the research that he's doing, because not only did he come with it, for those who can't see it, he was throwing up the articles to kind of back up what he was saying. He wasn't just talking. He wasn't just feeling. He's been reading. He's been doing research. And this is what we need to motivate our young people to do. And he's using the internet as a weapon. All of them are. This is why I was so hyped when I ran into something like this, because you get 60 seconds to express yourself. Not only are they able to express themselves, but they're able to throw up the images and the pictures, and it feels a little bit longer than 60 seconds. But they will not allow you to upload a video 1/100th of a second over a minute on TikTok. Dope. All right. Let's keep it moving. All right, food fact. You can go and check him out. Let's see who else we got. Here is a quiz. Y'all can take the quiz. I'm going to pause it so that y'all can go on and think about the questions. This is Marcus Yogi on TikTok, and this is called a blind reaction. I'm going to stop it. So go ahead. Keep track, and he's going to ask some questions about your personality. It's a personality challenge. Check it out. Well, it ain't him, but he's responding to it.
Blind
15-second
reaction.
personality test I learned in Russia. Let's go. Try to answer every question quickly without thinking about it too much. Question number 1. If you were any animal in the world, what animal or what living creature would you be?
Go ahead. If you was any animal in the world, those out there, what animal would you be? Now, my first answer, just so that you know, was killer whale, orca. All right?
Remember, just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Remember, first thing come to your mind. Question number 2, here it comes.
Number 2. Pretend that animal doesn't exist. Who would you be then?
So if the first animal didn't exist, what would you be next? My next one was a bear. Of course, Kwame, Smarty Pants, is going to put human being. Okay. Smarty Pants. Answer the goddamn question. Just answer the question. All right? You know, because we do know a human being is an animal, but some people will argue that. Some people will argue that, Kwame. So just for the masses' sake, what was your first answer? All right. So the second one, if the second one is if the first one didn't exist, what would it be? My second one was a bear.
Remember, don't think too much. And the last question, pretend that animal also doesn't exist.
So now you got to pretend that animal don't exist. So you're going to go to your third one. And I froze on this one because I watched the video. Kwame put a lion. I don't know if that's for the first, second, or third. But anyway, so we on the third animal, right? So if the second animal don't exist, now you got to throw up your third animal. So now listen to the results.
Who would you be then? So now you should have identified 3 animals. And here, the results. Your first response is how you want to appear to people. So if you chose someone like a tiger or a lion, you want to appear strong and independent. Your second animal is how people actually see you. So if you chose a dog, for example, people see you as friendly, loyal, and cute. And your third answer is who you actually are. Try it on your friends and family.
Blind reaction.
There you go. There you go. You just told on yourself. Just told on yourself. You just told on yourself. All right. Good. It was a good one. I thought I'd share that. Let's go. This is Habari Njima. All right. She gonna give you some information about the cell phone. So get ready. You're gonna get shocked. Young people doing research, young people doing study, young people sharing that information. Get ready. Here we go.
The device you're watching this video on probably used child slave labor to power it. Let's talk about it. Cobalt is used to power our batteries in our phones. Half of the world's cobalt supply is located in the Democratic Republic of Congo. UNICEF estimates 40,000 children work in cobalt mines in the DRC. Some of these children are as young as 6, and these mines are completely unregulated. They're prone to collapse, and if the children aren't working in the mines, then they're sifting through dust, which has left some children with lung disease.
These children are often beaten, work incredibly long hours, and they're paid maybe $1 a day. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Dell, Tesla, and Google have all been named in a lawsuit for families whose children have been killed while mining in the DRC. These companies need to be held responsible for where they source their cobalt. The device you're watching this video on probably...
Young lady, her name is Habari Njima, Habari_Njima. All right. Talking about everything Africa, from politics to pop culture. Okay, baby, I see you. I see you. All right, let's go. Y'all got her? All right, and let me see. Yeah, we're gonna stop on this one. Live beyond your limits. This is a lesson in self-mastery. This one is dope. Get ready? Here we go. Another young man.
So if you attracted this video, you are in it deep, and I am happy for you, and I'm glad that you're on your path. Let's finish this up. So yes, what happens when you delete, when you erase the list, the things that so-called make you you, when you kill the ego? Well, let's see what this looks like when you're navigating through this thing called life. Here's a perspective shift, guys. Pay attention. Here's you now. Pen didn't work. Here's you now. Remember that list that we were talking about that makes you you? Oh, the breakup, the spelling bee championship. Oh, the divorced parents. Oh, being born like this, being born like that, whatever. We've deleted it. And we only observe things as they are. And this is where the big shift happens. You know that you are where you are, and you see the future that you want. Now, when you navigate through life and an event happens, it's neither good nor bad because there is no subjective list to bounce it up against. The only thing to bounce it up against is it on my path? Is it on the path that leads me to my destiny? And then life becomes a game. Let's go. So if you attracted this video, you are in it deep, and I am happy for you, and I'm glad.
You got to sit down.
Oh my God. I took over the show. Oh. Yeah. I've never been in a chair with permission before. Usually I just sneak here and just take this all over. Make sure y'all go get the merch. Make sure y'all go get the merch. I think the black line's open. Subscribe. You can't subscribe. Yeah. Bye.
All right, I'm back. Probably get a ding for that. What? Oh, Navita said, what type of merch? What type of merch you talking about?
Daily Toasters.
Oh, okay. So you got on talking about the merch. What's up? She talking about Daily Toaster merch. Y'all can see it right there. Well, we got this is the day shirt, but we got Daily Toaster merch as well. But hey, ain't nobody called in, so because I keep getting called away, so I'm going to end the show. I want to thank everybody that took the time for churning in. We ran through some. Let's see what else. Other than this, some other news, and I'm done. Here we go, right here. All right, so how you gonna call in at the last? This has got to be Navita Nelson. This got to be. Lord have mercy. What's going on?
I didn't know you was about to end the show. Sorry about that. I'll just hang up and listen.
Not yet. But how's things going for you?
It's going okay. I've been running around here. Let me turn my TV down. I've been running around here repotting plants today.
It is a nice day
all
for
that
it.
kind. I got dirt every damn where. I hope I ain't killing them.
How about your new pet possum? How's your pet possum doing? And what is the possum's
He
name?
been coming around. I done seen him in the yard a couple times.
What's his name? Leroy?
I ain't gave him no name.
I think his name might need to be Leroy. Let's vote on it. What do y'all think Navita needs to name her possum?
We ain't naming him no Leroy. We don't even know if it's a boy or a girl.
That's true.
We gotta have a neutral name like Pat or Chris or.
Oh my God, Pat or Chris. All right, so here's some other stuff. Here's some other stuff in the news. We got Netflix is testing a crackdown on password sharing. All right, Netflix, you could kiss my ass with that one.
Right, and I done heard a lot of people say they was going to cancel their subscription if they try to do that shit.
Hey,
if
listen,
they do that shit.
That ain't none of your business. As long as I ain't going over the amount of people that's supposed to be using the account, because y'all automatically shut it off anyway, what concern of it is yours? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I mean, now I understand that Disney got y'all shook, but don't y'all come messing with my accounts. You understand? I got the family account, so I think I can have 7 different things going at the same damn time. So as long as I don't got 8.
I got the family account.
As long as I ain't got 8, it's none of your goddamn business who using my stuff.
And they ain't gonna let you get 8. Like you said, they'll kick your ass off if
they
you
will
got too
kick
many
one of. They'll
motherfuckers
kick somebody off. So I don't even know why they pressed about that. That's ridiculous, and you're going too far with the data, and you're going too far with the control. And not to be creating y'all ain't creating no super good shows. I'm hoping y'all come up with something real good soon. I ain't seen nothing good in a while since Dave Chappelle. I need some more entertainment. I'm gonna cut your ass off.
And they didn't create that, so that's just some shit they took off of another platform and put onto theirs.
Man,
they don't have any really good Netflix originals. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now it's been a while. Pepe, they said Kwame said that the possum's name should be Pepe.
Okay, Pepe, like Pepe Le Pew, the son.
Well, we don't want, because Pepe has been banned.
Yeah, I heard he got banned.
He's been banned all over the world. Poor Pepe has been banned. You know, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, and he going down like the other sex offenders. And, you know, and I hope that they don't find...
But they have they done been leaked, though, about the episode when she said she really did like Pepe.
Well, I mean, then nowadays it don't matter.
He was just playing hard to get.
Playing hard to get. But you got to be careful. He shouldn't have been videotaping it. And he, you know, and my only fear is that once Pepe going for charges, we already know that there's a good chance that he's going to be murdered in jail, because Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny does not want, because they hang out, and we know that if they was hanging with Pepe Le Pew, that they was messing with some of them young girls too, and we don't want anything to happen bad to Pepe Le Pew, where we go to the jail cell and he's hung and supposedly hung himself by his tail or something. I don't know.
Right. We don't need none of that.
Because we know Bugs Bunny could be a little bit gangster. You know,
we already know that.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, and Mickey Mouse, he only acts nice on TV. I heard that Mickey is a real asshole in private. So, Lord knows when those two get together, and we know Daffy got an attitude problem.
Mickey Mouse, ain't he been racist before?
Man, Mickey Mouse is very racist. We know this, you know, but we don't talk about it. You know, but, you know, Pepe, you know what I'm saying?
He's playing hard to get.
Yeah.
That's what Kwame put on there. Who sang that song? She likes me.
Ain't that Tevin Cabin?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
All right, last one. Bacteria could be the first organism found to use quantum effects to survive. Family, you going to read that, find out about the quantum effect. I just put that up there because on Gye-Nyame Journey, we do have some space and science nerds. Believe it or not. We do have some space and science nerds. But I ain't going to hold you up no more on this great Kuumba day. Me and Cleve going to get our hair cut. We got a few other things we got to do. We got some projects going on at the house. And I will see you tomorrow for the Toast and Talk. I'm going to go and find some more of these TikTok.
And remind me, too, I forgot to tell you, that I got somebody that want a commercial. They want to pay for a commercial.
Shut up.
Be done. Yeah, I talked to somebody, so I'll be on it. So just I'll holler at you later on since you're going on your adventure.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
All
All right,
right,
family,
peace.
we are up and we are out. This is Gye-Nyame Journey. Go and check out the commercials. Let's build!
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame Journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame Journey, and let's build together.
Vargani. Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, mid-size sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and it's since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love, 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 love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack?
The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.